motorcycling fans. Once again, welcome to Slovakiaring. We are in warm-up race of the day. Superbike. Did you see the race yesterday? It was fantastic. Julian Mayer from Motorrad Mayer on Yamaha with Dunlop tires. He won the race, but Austrians racers swept the podium. Second place was Andras Fichtenbauer, also the Yamaha, and the third was Philipp Steinmeier. So fantastic race with Austrian racers. Yesterday, Hanika fourth, Halbisch, Kemer, Valtonen, Schumertz, Chiak, and on 10th place, Thomas Berghammer. Behind Warner, Meyer, Rumlena, Ordericek, Shokopek, Schafal, Polak, Knežević, Mikke, Dunča, Durnej, and Zager. What can we have today? What can we expect?
In this class we have very strong and very fast riders, so it's very difficult to predict anything, but I think Karel Hanika is very fast. Yesterday he was not so fast, but this morning on the warm-up, obviously there was something on the bike to do much better, and I think maybe Karel Hanika will today be in front, but it's very difficult to say because from yesterday until today probably more the riders find some small details that they can make better on the bike and to be faster today. So difficult is to say in front and before the race who will be in the fight for the victory. But I think between Karel Hanika and Julian Mayer we will find probably a winner of this race today.
Our biggest stars, Park Brooks and Mario Fritz, are not on the grid. In last minute, they decided not to race. They tried to have a training yesterday, and they had it. In next weekend, as you know, we have a World Endurance Championship on Slovakiaring. But without them, we have a strong starting list. Mayer, Fichtenbauer, Steinmeier, Hanika, Halbisch, Kemer, Valtonen, Schurz. Let's see the action. Let's see the third race of the second day of a new championship, Alpe Adria Motorcycling Champions. Everything is ready to go.
Few seconds to the start of this race, we will have 13 laps altogether.
Which means 77 kilometers. Here we go.
And in this moment, Julian Mayer and Philipp Steinmeier are in the lead. Julian Mayer is first in the first corner.
Starting number 98, Karel Hanika yesterday, fourth. The first of the rest of the world, because Austrians were yesterday fantastic. They swept the podium. So let's see the fight in our race of the day.
Julian Mayer is in the lead. Karel Hanika is second.
So he had a bad start, but
yeah. No, I was wrong. Pavel Skopek is on the second place. But
only 15th place yesterday for Pavel Skopek for Pacera Racing on Yamaha for Poland. They are now on the opposite side of Grand Tribune. So we have a few corners till the end of the first lap.
Julian Mayer is still in the lead, but Pavel Skopek is behind him, very near.
Julian Meyer is trying to repeat what we had today. Second win for yesterday winners. And then now 3 right turns before final. Here we go. Start finishing area. And the results of the first lap.
Julian Meyer is on the lead. Pavel Skopek is behind him for the gap is half a second. Then Christopher Kemmer, Philip Steinmeier and Karel Hanika are the first 5 riders in this race. Then 6th place is Andreas Fischer. Ile Valtoni is 7. Marek Skopek, the brother of Pavel Skopek, is on 11th place. Matej Šmrz is on the position number 12. Martin Choi crashed yesterday. Today he is, after the first lap, on the 13th position. Hannes Schaffhasel is 14. Rennes Geberstreuter 15. Christian Wiesinger is on the position number 16. David Rednicek is 17th. Evgeny Šikora 18th. Václav Rumlena 19th. And Markus Nuke is on 20th position.
So big jump for Pavel Skopek yesterday, 15 at the end of a race. Now he's running very high, only half second. He is behind the leader Julian Meyer, starting number 95.
Now the Pavel is even closer. He is on the back wheel of Julian Meyer, as we can see. Pavel Skopek participated last year in the World Superbike Championship, few races. Very strong and very fast Polish rider. And what is most important, big fighter.
Can you imagine this? Yesterday he was 1 minute, 15 seconds. He was late after winner Julian Meyer, and now he's chasing him. Let's see what do we have. Yes, he's very close. He's very close, and it's only 2 tenths. Fantastic for Pavel Skopek. Here they are. No, he's going on the lead. He's going to lead. He's going to the lead of the race. What can you say, the guy?
Yes, but no. Julian Meyer is taking the first position again. He goes a little bit wide on the first corner. Now Karel Hanika is on the 3rd place, but Karel Hanika is fastest lap around, and he did the fastest lap race. Oh, Pavel went wide. He made a mistake, and now Karel Hanika is 2nd, and Pavel Skopek is 3rd.
Okay, still he can do something in this race. He was leading for a few hundred meters.
But he made 2 mistakes in a row. First, in the overtaking, he went a little bit wide, but after that, immediately in the next braking area, also he made a mistake and went wide, so Karel Hanika is now in front of him.
Let's see if Pavel Skopek can recover after 2 big mistakes. Julian Meyer is alone for the moment. But Hanika and Skopek are chasing him. And very soon we'll see how much does it cost to make those mistakes for Pavel Skopek. And in the finishing line at the end of 3rd lap, Julian Meyer is having a 2nd and 2 tenths in front of Hanika. Pavel Skopek is recovering 2 seconds behind Meyer. On the 4th place, Fischtenbauer, then Steinmeier, Gamer, Marek Skopek is 8th. Third Hammer, 9th. 10th place for Matej Schmerz. 11th Ikoteni. Then Wolfgang Kramer, Christian Eisendermeyer, René Gebet, Reuter, Hannes Schaftal, Václav Rumlena, David Ordicek, Markus Mikke, and Mike Warner, 20th, but not the least.
It is interesting to see the first three riders. Julian Mayer and Karel Hanika started in the Alpe Adria Championship many years ago as a kids. The way of the Julian Mayer was completely different than the Karel Hanika. Karel Hanika participated European Championship and he won Moto3 class and became European champion. After that, he was also Red Bull Rookies winner and participated 2 seasons in the Moto3 class for the KTM. And Julian Mayer, after the Alpe Adria, went to the IDM Championship, German Championship. And then 2 years ago, Julian Mayer came back in the Superbike class in Alpe Adria. Karel Hanika is now a regular on the World Endurance Championship and he is participating on BMW. And as we can see now, they are leading this race after the 4th lap. Julian Mayer is still on the lead. Karel Hanika is second. The gap is 0.7 seconds, but the Hanika is faster last lap for the half of the second than Julian Mayer. So for sure we will have the fight for the win in this race. Pavel Skopek is on the 3rd place, but also his lap times are much faster than Julian Mayer.
Getting ready, yeah. Everything is getting ready for big final. We are in 5th lap. So Pavel Skopek recovered. He again around 4/10 of a second, and he is only 1 second 6/10 behind leading driver Julian Mayer. We still have a race to go.
On the 4th place is Andreas Fichtenbauer. Philipp Steinmeier is on the 5th place. Philipp Steinmeier last year participated in class Superstock 600 and this year he moved to the Superbike class, as we can see, very successfully. Christopher Kammer is a young Austrian rider. He is also preparing himself for the next weekend, the World Endurance Championship race, 8-hour race here on Slovakiaring.
Mayer, Hanika, Skopek, Fichtenbauer 4th, Philipp Steinmeier 5th. They were on the podium yesterday. What can they do in the second part of the race? On the 6th place, Kemmer. On 7th, Valtonen from Finland. 8th is Marek Skopek. 9th is Berghammer. No, he's felt on the 10th place. And Matej Schmerz is now 9th.
What is most important, Julian Mayer is still on the lead, but Karel Hanika is closing, and we can see that the gap that was before 0.7 seconds, now it's 0.3. But also Pavel Skopek is closing the gap, and both those riders, Karel Hanika and Pavel Skopek, are much faster than Julian Mayer in this moment. So again, the lap time was faster, and we can see now on our screens that this gap is smaller and smaller, and for sure Karel Hanika will try to attack Julian Mayer for the first place in the race.
That's something we are waiting for. So Hanika 3/10. behind Meyer and Pavel Skopek, 1 second, 3 tenths. We are in the 6th lap of 13. Total number of kilometers is 77 kilometers for our best super bike riders.
As we can see, Karel Hanika is really near the Julian Meyer, and probably very soon we can expect the attack of Karel Hanika for the first and the leading place in this race.
So some guys who are back, and then we have a fight. We'll see the result, and it's only 2.5 tenths for Hanika and 1 second and 2 tenths for Pavel Skopek. So still we don't have a decision who will be on what place on the podium. Meyer, Hanika, Skopek. Fantastic fight.
We are not even on the half of the race, so we have to wait for another lap to be on the half of the race, and we still have a big fight between leading riders, and for sure we will have to wait until last meters to get the winner of this race, because for sure Julian Meyer will go very fast. Karel Hanika and Pavel Skopek are already very fast, and they are closing to the leader. As we can see on our screens, Karel Hanika is very near, but also Pavel Skopek is closing the gap to Karel Hanika.
Andreas Fichtenbauer from Austria at the moment on the 4th place. Yesterday he was 2nd in the first race, and Philipp Steinmeier is now on 5th place, but yesterday also on the podium he was 3rd. We are waiting the end of the 7th lap. Fighting group, first 3 riders.
But also the slowest riders are in the groups, so we have the fights all around the circuit. Now we can see that the gap between first 3 riders is very, very...
Here they are.
Julian Meyer is still on the lead, but the gap between the leader and the second in the place, Karel Hanika, is around 0.3, 0.5 seconds. Pavel Skopek obviously made a small mistake, and he is now 2 seconds behind the leader of the race.
Okay, Pavel Skopek fell a little bit. He's 2 seconds behind the leader, but Hanika is very serious about this race. We ran over the half distance, and we are in the 8th lap of 13 laps for our superbike racers. Here we can see first 2. Julian Meyer on the 1st place, and the 2nd, Karel Hanika. Down the order, what we have: 6th, Christopher Kemmer. 7th, Phil Valtonen. 8th is Marek Skopek. 9th is Matej Schmerz. 10 is Thomas Berghammer. So after that we have Gammer, Turney, Choi, Meyer, Rumlena, Gebetz, Rotter, but we are concentrating on the leading riders. Have you been with us till the morning? We had 3 races. Let us remind you of the results. SST 1000, Michael Fila won in front of Arno Friedrich. On 3rd place was Marko Jerman for Slovenia on Yamaha. We have also AAC 1000. Jaroslav Budinsky won the race in front of Antonin Moravec. 3rd was Michal Bidaš, 4th was Radek Kubišta, and 5th Erich Daniel. In class 600, Milan Murgaš won the race. 2nd was Jakub Fulop, and on the 3rd place was very proud Eva Pavlovichova.
We still have a fight between Julian Mayer and Karel Hanika, but also the fight for the 4th position and the 5th position in this race between Christopher Kemmer and Philip Steinmeier.
Thomas Alonso was a star of a race in SSB 300. He won on a very last corner in front of yesterday winner Samuel Aaron Lohoff, who came from South Africa. Thomas Alonso, so winner. Lohoff 2nd. Michael Bulik on the last step of the podium. One of the favorite, Tarek van der Merwe, finished 4th. 5th was Jiri Nespeshin. 6th, Palint Djur. 7th, Wojtek Schwarz. 8th was Lucas Simon. 9th, Renzo Ferreira. And 10th, Alexandra, very proud, Pelikanova. After them, Clemens, Kurek, Barčik, Mihailovic, Nemeček, Hudovernik, Knezovic, Schwarz, and Marketa Strnadova. We'll check, is this a female? All male races? Who cares? We are in 10th lap of the Superbike.
Now we are in 10th lap. Yes, Julian Mayer is still in front of Karel Hanika. The gap is now constantly 0.5 seconds. Pavel Skopek is nearly 4 seconds behind the 3rd position. Yes, we have one crash, but the rider is okay. This is most important.
133 was Václav Rumlena, running on 13th place, and 13 laps we have in this race. Looks like we have Julian Mayer and Karel Hanika fighting for the victory. Pavel Skopek is a little bit shocked after those mistakes in the same lap. Pavel Skopek on 3rd place, but 4 seconds behind the leader. 7 seconds is Andreas Fichtenbauer on the 4th place, and the 5th is Christopher Kemmer, 11 seconds behind the leader.
In this moment, Julian Mayer is opening the gap. I think now he is on the very fast lap, and we will see when he crossed the line. Probably the gap will be a little bit more than half a second like it was last lap. Yes, now it's nearly 1 second. So Julian Mayer did a very fast last lap, and now the gap is a little bit more than 1 second. Pavel Skopek is still 3rd, but 6.3 seconds behind the leaders, and Andreas Fichtenbauer also did a fast lap, and now he is in 4th position, but he closed the gap to Pavel Skopek.
Yesterday, Julian won in front of his compatriot, Andreas Fichtenbauer. The difference was 2 seconds between first two, and on third place, Philipp Steinmeier, racing for ESA Racing on Dunlop tires, of course, Yamaha motorcycle. He was 2 seconds behind the winner and the guy who is leading the race at the moment.
Julian Mayer is still very fast, and he's forcing in this moment, and probably he will open the gap a little bit more in front of Karel Hanika. Is this a matter of tactics, or is this a matter of the tires? Julian Mayer is on the Dunlop tires, and Karel Hanika is on the Bridgestone.
In direction finishing area, so we can see, we will see what's the difference. Looks like that Pavel Skopek is taking care about his third place. Looks like he is leaving Mayer and Hanika to the side, but Mayer is taking care very seriously about this race. He is already having more than 1 second. Precisely is 1.266 in front of Hanika. Here you can see them.
Pavel Skopek is still third, but Andreas Fichtenbauer is on the move. He is now 1 second only behind the Pavel Skopek. The last lap it was more than 2 seconds. And probably there will be a fight for the final podium position, for the third position in the race, because Andreas Fichtenbauer is on the move.
And he's having some experience. Andreas Fichtenbauer was yesterday very good. He was on the second place. He's trying to catch the podium. Difference between him and Pavel Skopek is only 1 second. Lap and a half till the end.
We can see Thomas Berghammer. He is now on the 10th position, Austrian rider. He is on Suzuki. And now we can see that Julian Mayer is in front of Karel Hanika, as was for the whole race, but the gap now is a little bit bigger. And we can say before the last lap of this race that Julian Mayer has a decent gap, and
Hanika is of course on BMW, Czech rider, and we are going to the last lap. Yes. Advantage of Julian Mayer is more than 2 seconds. So looks like the Karel Hanika gave up. Let's see our fight for the last place on the podium. Pavel Skopek in front of Andreas Fichtenbauer, but only half second. Only half second. We have a fight for the third place. Once again, yesterday, Mayer, Fichtenbauer, Steinmeier. Hanika was fourth. Czech rider Jan Halbisch was fifth. Gamer sixth. Valtonen 7. Mati Schmerz 8. 9 was Milos Cijak. And 10, Thomas Berghammer. Now we have Mayer, Hanika, Skopek, Fichtenbauer, Gamer, Steinmeier, Valtonen.
now we can see the fight for the 5th position. These are the riders from 5th until position number 9. The leader in this group in this moment is Philipp Steinmeier. Behind him is Christopher Kemmer. all those riders are fighting for the positions very hard, because inside Alpe Adria Championship we are taking points also for national championships, and Austrian riders of course are fighting for the positions in the national championship.
Everything is ready in the finishing line to have the best riders in, and there he is, Julian Meyer. Julian Meyer, checkered flag for him, second win in the second day. Karel Hanika is second, and on the third race,
Andreas Fichtenbauer.
Fichtenbauer won against Pavel Šopek.
Pavel Šopek is obviously down. He is on the 9th position, and he obviously made some mistake in the last corner, because as we can see, he is on the 9th position.
He finished 9, and we remember he had leading role in a few hundred meters, but finished 9th. So Meyer, Hanika, Fichtenbauer, Steinmar on the 5th place, Kimmer on the 6th, Šopek on 7th, Walton, and 8th is Matej Schmerz, 9th, unfortunately, Pavel Šopek, 10th is Tomak Berghammer, and then after them, Kamer, Töni, Rumena, Geber, Rotter, Warandicek, Šafcal, Mikke, Knezovic, Polak, and the last but not the least, Martin Choi on 20th place.